What's up, guys? It's your boy Louie in the house for episode 4 of Jumpers. And today's guest we have Joseph Brancik in the house. Woo! Yeah! And then, so where am I going? Yeah, so hey, check it out. Today we go over some of his creations, some lighting techniques, and much, much more. So stay tuned, buckle up, and get ready for your next episode of Jumpers. Woohoo! Rah! So, Joe, yeah, Horizon Worlds was only in existence for so long. How did you get so good at puppeteering so early in the game like this?
Well, I've always been like fascinated with puppets and characters and stuff like that. So I've always been kind of like that. And I've been doing computer graphics and animation since probably around 1993, and it was my profession. So I've been doing computer graphics for all that time. And I'm retired now, so
I see that it lent a big hand in doing things out here as
oh
well.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Here in Horizon, there isn't like a skeletal structure that we have to use. So we have to use a couple of different scripts to make this guy do his thing.
Right.
So we're actually cheating, and we have him pre-animating the arms and the head and the body. So
Wow.
those are all set up as a separate animation. And then the rest of the arms follow the body using inverse kinematics. And the voice is everything's animating to the voice. So I did the
Wow.
voice first, and then we could do all the other pieces
Jeez.
following up. And then after all that's done, then we have another script that triggers all the animations to run at a certain time. Yeah, it doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot of work. I mean, it took like
Uh,
3 or 4 days to get it. Let's go and look at something new, something nobody's
Ooh.
seen before.
Look how gnarly this is, and this is called.
RC
This is
planes, World War
RC
II.
planes.
How about this? How about we take a bomber for a run?
Oh yeah. Oh
A
my God, this is
bomber.
gorgeous. Look at this. Whoa, is that talent or what?
We're gonna go to Sea Rocket, and then we're gonna go to a couple of
Right.
worlds that I've dedicated to Jim Henson. He's the master.
He would be so proud.
All
Jeez.
right, so let's go. Okay, so this is Rocket right here,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to animate him. So I've set up a script that allows me to puppeteer him. This was actually the script that was originally written by a gentleman named Hartnell, but we call him a mad scientist. Okay, that's what it is. He is
You're so cool, dude.
Hartnell. Hartnell wrote the script, and Hartnell has been known to be called the mad
Wow.
scientist of Horizon. So what I'm doing right now is the characters mimicking my hand movements, my body movements, and my head movements, and I can make them
Wow.
blink, by pulling the
Right.
trigger. So by doing this, now he's got a little bit of life in him, right? He's just an
Right.
inanimate object, but he looks alive.
Yeah.
And the more we emphasize things and kind of get into the character, he can do that. He can move with me. So when we
Wow.
shot the film in the movie, I was the puppeteer for the character Rocket, but I wasn't the voice.
How did
The
you guys
voice was
manage to
done.
synthesize? How'd you guys manage to synthesize the voice? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, we actually we had the voice recorded by a professional voice actor. His
Okay.
name's funny enough, his name's Lewis,
Oh,
or
okay.
Paulie Lewis. Paulie
Hmm.
Lewis. And Paulie was actually a puppeteer for Jim Henson for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's still doing some puppeteering, but he lives in New York now,
Okay.
mostly as an actor.
Hmm.
So he pops in once in a while. We're supposed to make another project together, so we'll see what happens with that and point that direction.
All right, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna point in this
Here,
direction here.
and let's start
All right,
walking towards those doors.
let's walk towards the doors. Hey, hold on a minute. Whoa, dude, this is awesome, dude, and it just comes out at you like that. That's incredible, dude. Oh my god, Joe. You haven't made any haunted houses out here?
No,
Wow. So you're all about the kids, right? That's cool, man.
exactly. You totally called it.
Oh.
Oh,
So let's talk about the possibility of you actually making courses for building these puppets.
I do it in here. I do it in a class. And
Hmm.
have people just use these tools because they're the most economic way of building a character. And if
Right.
they're, if it's all about building in here, then you kind of have to do it in here, right? Um,
Right.
I do have a class. I do have a room, a world that we can go to next, and it's
Hmm.
for creators. And it's a good way to start building.
All right.
So, welcome to Creator. There is over here. There's explanation on how to use the tools. Rocket's kind of a simple spherical head,
Right.
and what I can do is I can duplicate that head. Okay, so I'm going to scale this down like this. Put that here. Going to kind of squish that a little bit and put that there. Lock that down. And then I'm going to grab this and duplicate it again and unlock it. Let's stretch this out a little bit. Things up, nothing symmetrical. So it's just a
Wow.
little bit of something going on there. And then I'm going to go over here and grab this shape. I'm going to grab another sphere and one of these. So I got myself a whole bunch of shapes here. So I'm going to use this one. I might use this one. We're going to use this one here first. Oh, that's not the one I wanted, but we'll use this one.
Kids could just learn to build here.
Yeah, right. That's exactly it. It's given an opportunity for people to just kind of play.
Right.
Let's see this pain. I'm just going to grab it again. There. Ah, being a jerk.
It's almost like molding clay, kind of.
Yeah, I call it pixel throwing or poly throwing, really. But yeah, it's exactly like working with
Wow.
clay.
That's so awesome. And your background in animation, like it all kicks in and everything just kind of comes together.
Right.
Wow.
Well, so let's stick with that. So let's paint them up.
All right.
So we gotta grab our palette here, black in there.
Wow. So let's say you've got the framework first. Is this the way you typically make one of the animated characters?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we go with the
Very
frame,
much.
and then what's the very next step?
Okay, so at this point, we're just gonna paint them up
Right.
like I'm painting them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes you're gonna over paint,
Mm.
so we'll just go back into the black again on some of the pieces.
Mm.
and white again on some of the pieces. We got a character.
All right, yeah, this is a character for sure. Wow, that's crazy. Did you guys see how fast he did that? Wow. And let's just say that you brought this guy in your laboratory and you decided to animate this guy. You
Mm-hmm.
you already you've got the scripts already made to where this guy can be a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yep.
was like a plug and play thing, right?
Uh, kinda, yeah. Most puppets have to be altered quite a bit for
Mhm.
them to work
Right.
in every circumstance. They don't all work in every circumstance. So there's a lot of playing around. I have systems in there for it to, like, if it has a mouth and a jaw, that I
Uh-huh.
can move the jaw forward and upward based on some numbers.
Mhm.
So I can just offset that, and it will move properly.
So what I was saying is you could basically make something like the Power Rangers out here and
Now you've
it,
done it.
what
You
what I
set
do.
off the alarm.
Oh no, 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 no. What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought he was going to I thought he was going to go do something crazy.
No, just
Oh my
but
gosh.
the explanation of the animated light is one, to give it motion, to create some
Right.
excitement. But with that
Right.
in combination of a sound effect, now it becomes
Wow.
something more, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, this is so crazy.
So if
Joe.
we come over
Oh
here,
my
we got
gosh.
some examples of different lighting techniques.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh wow, and then you get to
yes,
explore all the lighting techniques here.
yeah. Everything that I'm using on
Whoa.
there, on that character, I'm using showing you here.
Whoa, dude, this is so crazy. Wow. So they could come here and learn about lights and then they could go to the other world and
Mm-hmm.
learn how to build.
Yep. And actually, when you take the class here, we actually play with some characters and light them. So if you come over here, we have some lighting examples of ways to light an object. So when we go into build mode, we can actually go in here and move these lights around and play with them.
Where you
Yeah,
go?
come over here. Come here. It's got
Oh,
more.
there.
I got more. They just kind of cycle down this way.
I feel like a
Where'd you
kid in
go?
the candy store.
I know you're
Whoa.
running around everywhere.
Yeah, and jumping. Woohoo.
And we use a cool light to bounce into it. And we
Right.
do the opposite here. We have the
Wow.
with worm bouncing into it. And then I do the same thing with the spear so you can see it in a real simple form.
Oh wow. Man,
And
this
these are
is
all traditional 3-point lighting techniques.
you make it look so easy when you were building that robot back there.
Well, we're in edit mode now, so
Yeah.
lighting's completely different here. We can do a lot more with it. If
Wow.
it's not an animated object. If it's an animated object, then lighting works differently. But it's a
Wow.
static object, so we can play with light more. Come over
Well,
here backwards
okay. We'll
and
walk
record
backwards.
this. Make sure you record this.
I promise. Let's see. Oh, what? The light on the right side fades while the one on the left side stays. It
You
remains.
got it, man. Now you got it.
Wow.
Throw some coin at me and you can take
Yeah.
this class. And
Wow.
we'll probably have a similar class for the animation stuff too.
Oh man, please, pretty please. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4, everybody. Yeah. Tune in to episode 5. Dibby dibby. Dibby dibby dibby.